Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. Today, we're going to be continuing the same build that we kind of pretty much started yesterday. We're doing a A-frame tiny home. This home is situated in Windenburg. And yeah, this is what we've got done. This is what we did so far. And yeah. I'm a little bit all over the place because I am starting a little late. If you saw me on Instagram and Twitter, you probably saw my post that said, I'll be live in 20 minutes. Well, you know what? Here I am, 30 minutes later. I had to take the puppy man out to potty and make sure that he was okay. So, yeah, I'm a little bit late, but it's all good. I'm really excited about getting into this build. If you were here last time or if you watched the previous stream, you might notice that this house looks a little different, and that is because I copied this roofing that's on the right and added it to the left. I did that off camera. The house that we're building, the little sample, the little Pinterest pin that I saw only had the A-frame roofing on the right side and not the left, and I wasn't a big fan of that. It looks okay without it on both sides, but I think it looks even better with it on both sides. And I think I'm going to go ahead and remove these stairs because I just think this house looks so much better without it. I mean, those stairs are 3,000 simoleons. So, I don't know. We'll see. I've been not severely indecisive. I won't say that. I've been indecisive a little bit when it comes to this build. When it comes to placing things and all that. I've had moments where I wanted to change things and then put them back, and yeah. So, I don't know. I might keep the stairs there. Don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I have to say I'm in love with what we have so far. I did add some flowers. I decided to keep those. I think I did that on camera. I have these flowers here and I'm going to keep them. It reminds me of what's the place, of maybe Danish architecture. And you see a lot of flowers, at least the pictures I've seen. So I want to keep that because I love the feel of it. And yeah, so this is what we have. I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping, letting everybody know that I am live finally. Took me a minute, but here I am. There we go. Nice. Awesome. Okay. So let's dive into this build. Now, this is a home that is designed with two Sims in mind. I want to go over that really quickly if you missed that in the last stream. So the two Sims that are going to be living in this house are Mr. and Mrs. Francisco. I hope to do a little let's play with them on this well, maybe not during this stream, maybe the stream after next, but I've been hoping to do a little LP with them because they gave me the idea for this build. They inspired this build. So their little bio says, put my glasses on. Their little bio says, after saving for quite some time, newlyweds Anita and Sebastian are finally leaving the hustle and bustle of San Myshuno to fulfill their dream of living a small, sustainable lifestyle surrounded by the beautiful greenery of Windenburg. Will their big dream of living small be too much for them to handle? See their cast here. Well, I didn't need to read that part, but in the links to my YouTube channel. But yeah, these two are going to be the ones living in this house. They are both vegetarians. They want to grow their own fruits and veggies. They want to eventually have a vegan food truck. So this is their home, and I hope that we're able to play with them because we've just been doing a build and almost all my streams have been builds, and I've been dying to get into some gameplay, like, you know, telling a story. So hopefully we can get to that during the next stream. One more thing I need to say before I start building. I know you're like, she's rambling. Just start building the house. So on Twitter, I posted a poll asking for a challenge suggestion for Twitch, and I asked if you guys wanted to see a 100 baby challenge or what was it? 100 baby challenge vampire baby daddy edition, 100 baby challenge alien edition, the Black Widow challenge, or something else. And the votes came in, and the Black Widow challenge won. The 100 Baby Challenge Alien Edition came in second. I was kind of hoping that one would win because I've never done that before. I've never done the 100 Baby Challenge before. I've never really played with an alien before, so I thought that would be fun. But I am going to go ahead and stick with the results. I'm going to do the Black Widow Challenge, but I think I'm going to do both. So it's going to be a lot coming to this whole streaming situation. It's going to be a 100 Baby Challenge, Alien Edition, Black Widow Challenge, maybe do a little bit of a speed build, not speed build, let's play for the couple living in this house. And then I want to share like my life as a sim, some personal gameplay. It's going to be a lot going on. But yeah, so challenge wise, the Black Widow challenge will be coming soon, hopefully in the next couple days. I'm really excited about that. Alright, so enough of my rambling and introductions. I've told everybody I'm here, and I got my water. Let me get a sip. Okie dokie. And let's get into this build. So, one of the things that I realized as I was checking this out is that I added windows to the inside of this house when there's a roof there. So I'm going to move these windows because if you look out of them you don't see anything except for a wall, and that's not a good look. So I'm going to move these windows. I really wish they could function. Like if you could have one here. Let me see something. If I What am I doing here? No, I can't do that. Okay. I was going to see if I could delete this wall and then just have access to this roofing scenario, but it's not going to work that way. So what I'll do is I will, let's see. I will take this window. Oops, got a text message. Should have put my phone on silent. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. I am just all over the place today. I'm starting a little late. Got text messages coming in. But yeah, okay. Awesome. That's done. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I'm going to just put these windows on the roofing. So it'll look like it looks in, but you won't really see anything. And then at the same time, you don't really look at the side of this house anyway. Like you don't really pay attention to the side of the house anyway. So actually, I just go ahead and delete them. Call it a day. And I do have a sim here at the moment. His name is Builder Bob. The save that I'm building in right now is my build renovation save. So this save is strictly for building and renovating and things like that. Yeah, so I do have a limited amount of simoleons to work with. I should. Does it work in Build By? Doesn't work. Doesn't work in the manage worlds thing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and play and then build, like play as Builder Bob. Builder Bob is my sim who tests all my builds. He's going through a lot of things. He's drowned, he's been set on fire, he's been electrocuted and all that. We're gonna have to, here we go, come in as him and then give us some monies. I'll give us 100,000 simoleons. I don't think we'll use all of that, but just to ensure that we won't run out of monies. Good. Alright, so we got rid of those windows. I don't really think they're necessary because yeah, you don't really look at the side of the house and it doesn't really show you much anyway. I mean, it would be a nice view, but it's not going to work and nobody looks at the side of the house, so it is what it is. For the flowers, I had a lot of these out here as markers to see what I would choose the next time I started playing. I love the flowers that are up there already, so I'm just going to delete all of those. And I did have to tweak the roofing on this side a little bit, so I'm going to move this back some, move this over some, just a touch. It's not really a big deal. And is everything out here good enough? I think so. Want to mess with terrain paints a little bit. Actually, we can get rid of this. Let's just delete all these down here. I think that's a bit much. We'll just do some terrain painting and add the grit and gravel. Right here, fill that in. Fill that in. Yep, got a little pathway. I hate how it's just like grit and gravel and then grass. So I'm going to going to try to delicately place some dirt along the side so it looks like there's a variation, or at least there's a transition before it's grass. Is this grit and gravel available as a tile? If it is, I could just do that instead. Let me check, because if it's a tile, it just makes my life a lot easier. I doubt it though. Let's see. Tiled, outdoor. What is this? Oh, we have this. Oh, this looks nice. I like this. Ooh. Why haven't I just used this? I was using the terrain paint and I could have been using this. That looks nice. What else do we have? We have this proper straight and pop blah. I can't even speak today, my goodness. We have this straight and proper stone. That's a bit dark. I like this. Oh, maybe we can use it like this. Even better! I like this. It looks a little more clean. Which one? I'm not going to be indecisive. I'm going to make a decision. Which one? I really like... See, if this one could be a different color, like if we had a little bit of variation, or maybe that one. No, I don't like that one. Why didn't I think about this yesterday? I could have thought about this yesterday. Let's see. Keep on rocking floor. That looks nice. No, we're gonna stick with, we're gonna stick with this one. I like it. I like the pop of orange. So we'll use that, and then we'll delete these tiles, and then copy, and then have maybe a pathway. Can we do that? Does that work? I think it works. I just hate how the squares, the design that these tiles make, I hate how it's exactly 4 squares. I wish there was a variation where you could have it be a little smaller, but we're just gonna have to work with that. Yeah, because if we deleted these, the pathway will look somewhat undone. Unless here's what I can do. I'm going to delete all this. Delete all of it. And then copy it. And we'll have it start here. How do we have it? Oh, you can. Okay, but wait, what am I trying to do? That doesn't look right. Where do I have to start? Start here? No, because then we'll have that half piece. Alright, how do we do this? Might just have to have it like that. and just throw some grass or little plants or something here. Just copy that, throw that there. Add some flowers, not the grass. What are these? The oopsie-daisies. Add those there. Alright, so then we can throw have our mailbox there. Do I really want these stairs? Honestly, I am... They look nice. They're a part of the design and the house that inspired this build. There are stairs going up, but I feel like they're in the way. They're just there, and there's really nothing up here. There's no seating or anything. If I could maybe turn them around like that looks kind of cool maybe. But what would you do once you go up there? I have no idea. Are the stairs necessary? I like the look of them, I really do, but I'm not sure if they're necessary. We can deal with that another time. Let me go back to terrain paints and erase. Smaller one. Just erase some of that. And for in here, I will... Should I do this design in here? I kind of like that. Yeah, have that design in there so it continues. And then on the outside, slightly outside, you know what, we'll get rid of these stairs. It looks nice, but I think it's kind of in the way and it doesn't really lead to much. We're not going to use them, so. Oops. No. Undo. Put that down there as a sampler. Copy this. Oh no! Wow. Closing this fencing makes our tile count go from 77 to 98. That is crazy. Ooh, I guess because it's an enclosed space, it counts as a room. Ooh. Oh well. It is what it is. If we move this back, will that help any? Does that look nice? And then just move this back? But then again, how much space will we have in the house if we do that? Because we have the look that we want on the outside, but we have to remember that this has to function on the inside. Does it look good? Like this? Pushed in slightly. Copy this. I guess it does. I'm a fan of it. I like it that way. I guess we can leave it that way. And then for the sides, delete this because we don't need that there. We'll do a little bit of paint here. We can have our one trash can here. I don't know why. I just have to have two trash cans. I like to imagine that one is the recycling bin. So let's just copy this. That will look incomplete unless we do it like that. That's fine. Alright, trash can here. Trash can there. Move this bit of grass that's under there for some reason. And now we will dive into terrain paints to just like spray a little bit around the edges of these tiles. These aren't technically the gravel, this right here, because if it just looks super clean like it's grass and then gravel, it doesn't look realistic to me. I like to have a little bit of dirt there, so let's do that. Let's spray a little bit of dirt. Let's spray a little bit. Paint it up just a dash. Nice. I think it makes it look a little bit more realistic. Add some dirt around the fencing. A little bit right here. And done. Nice. Okay, so this is our home. On the outside, it's pretty much finished. And I like what we have. A part of me wants to change the... You're gonna hate me for saying this, but a part of me wants to change this though. Now that I see it all finished, all complete. How will it look like this? Does this look good? Is this good? I like it, but it's, what is it? What is it about this style that I don't like? I don't know. Let's undo all that. I don't want to get caught up in like little things that don't matter too much. Because I do that sometimes. So you know what? I'm going to not be crazy and decisive and leave it like that. Alright, we have our little walkway. I really wish that this little area right here could extend onto the lot so it could be really smooth, and then we could copy and have it look really nice, but it doesn't work that way. So luckily we were able to pull this off with this design though. I'm not 100% in love with it, but I don't want to be over the top. I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh, maybe this one. See, there I go. Nope, stop it. Leaving it alone. Okay. Alright, so our exterior is pretty much finished. We have our gardening area, we have our seating area, we have our entryway, mailbox, trash cans. The exterior is done. Oop, let's add some grass right here. Shrink it down a little bit. Nice. Little terrain paint, even though you don't really see back here. There we go. Done. So our exterior is complete. Oh, not completely finished. We need some lights. Let's add some outdoor light. So that way it's not completely dark when your Sims are standing out here. Let's do this. What kind of light looks nice? Let's find one that doesn't look too out there. Which one looks nice hanging? Let's see. This one? I think this could work. Hang that right here. And right there. Is that a little too big though? I think that's good. Oops. Take one down. I wish we had one that was a little bit smaller. Like that one. Oh, this one looks nice. Let's see how it looks at night. Which one looks better? I'm loving the one on the right. So we'll use that one. Oops. Copy. Ta-da! And shed some light on the situation. And will this work? No, that doesn't work because it's not spray paint. I wish we could add like bits of dirt on to this pavement right here. See, that's why I like to use terrain paint, but sometimes I wish that the terrain paint was available in an outdoor tile. With terrain paint, you can really stack on little details. Like you could paint your, let me show you. You have that grit and gravel, right? But then if you wanted to make it look like it's a little muddy on top, you could have a little detail like that by spray painting a little bit of dirt on top. I think that's really nice when you're able to do that. I don't know. I love the look of these outdoor tiles though. I'm so indecisive. I think I'm gonna change it. I think I'm gonna change it. You know what? Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna change it. because I like the added realism of the little bits and pieces of dirt and grass. Not grass, just the little details of dirt that can be on top of a terrain paint. I'm never going to be satisfied, to be honest, because I don't feel like we have enough options. But I am going to try to make a final decision. So let's do this with grit and gravel. Nice and clean. Done. Put that there. Done. And right here, shrink it down some. There we go. And for this pathway, let's go like that. Nice and sharp. Okay. See, it doesn't have the crisp edges like a tile that mimics outdoor gravel. It has like a bit of a fade towards the edges, and that bothers me. But I'm going to ignore it because I'm just going to stick with what we have. I don't want to go overboard. Let's add some flowers right there to fill in that spot. Some grass. Fill in that spot. Shrink it down. There we go. Maybe add a little bit more grass right there. Alright, so it's not as crisp as as the tiles, but it is what it is. I really wish I could do a little something else, but let me add my dirt details to the top of this grit and gravel. Dim it and circle. It'll look a little lived on, a little used, especially in the garden area. I don't know if you can really see it, but I notice it. Oh, and we have to delete this right down here. There we go. Alright, so we've got dirt that might be tracked into the house like that. We have our trash cans right here in the corner. I think that'll work. Can we clean this up a little bit better? Let's see, not that wide. I think we'll have to use a smaller one. Can we clean this up? Yeah, no matter what I do, we're still gonna have that. Alrighty. Let it go. And then let me erase. And then, oops. Awesome. Oh, and I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. Alright, so I'm gonna fill in a little bit because I noticed there's some dirt that's missing that will look really nice here. Oops. Oh, wrong dirt. Goodness me. What kind of dirt is that? Is it this one? Yeah. Alright. Go really random with it. Alright, so that's done. All done. Our exterior is done. 30 minutes later, I can finally say our exterior is finished. Ooh, I have to erase that though. That doesn't look good. Right there. Clean that up. Alright, now we're done. Okie dokie, our exterior is finished. Let me get a quick pic. Awesome. Alright, so we can finally work on the interior. Adjusting this balcony area made our tile limit go down. And then, well no, what was it before? It was 77 tiles. And then I did something and it went up. I don't know. We did something because now we have more tiles placed. But all I did was push this in. That's different. I don't know. I know we're closer to 100 tiles, which is okay. As long as we're under 100 tiles, that's fine. Getting closer doesn't really bother me much. Oh, we can paint that here. Alright, so let's make sure that everything on the interior can be painted. I'll use this drywall print to make sure I remember to paint it. Well, actually, let me copy that. What did I have there before? I did something. Wait. Let me see. Why is the house... Oh, no. Okay. Alright, let me stop. I have a feeling that I did something extra and messed something up somehow, but it could just be me. Alright, so let's work on the interior. We have 84 of our 100 tiles. We need to place a layout. Now, eventually the couple that's going to be living here, I imagine them having children. So we are going to need to add stairs because the upstairs will be the kids' room eventually. So it might not be the kids' room right now. It could be like a little seating area, a little office, study, or whatever. But I do want to have stairs there so that way when they do have kids, everything is already in order, set up the way it's supposed to be. And for our stairs, I want them to be this type of black. And where should the stairway, how should you get up there? Right here? Like this? I'm not really good at using the little stair, little angle thingamabobber for the steps. I'm not really good at using it. So we might just have to have a regular flight of stairs leading you up. Nothing too fancy. So we have our stairs leading us up. How do we... Ooh, what design is this on the side? I'm not a fan of that. No. Do we... Oh, it's the season stairs that I want to use. That they don't have the design. Alright, so I really want the stairs to just like swing on around. And then maybe we could grab them up and move them somehow. Like that. That's good. Alright. So we've got our stairs. Up here will be... I want to have a bathroom and a bedroom. Maybe we can arrange that. So I see the kids having this space. Well, I say kids. I don't know how many kids they're going to have. But I see this upstairs area being for the children. So we can have this bath. Ooh, or you know what? Put this right there. That's a really, really narrow hallway. No, let's undo whatever I just did. And then move this down. Okay. But that's a very narrow room. Okay, move that back. Alright, so this space I'm thinking could be a bathroom for this bedroom. And then downstairs we'll also have a bathroom. Mom and Dad can have the whole Murphy bed set up. So let's take care of that. Let's figure out the layout for downstairs. The thing about using these awesome stairs is that they take up two squares, so it really eats up your space. And we're already working with a house that's supposed to be less than 100 tiles. So having as much space as possible is very important. If we move this back, does that affect the look of the house anywhere else? As long as we're under 100 tiles, we are good. How does this look back here? Alright, so moving that back has no effect on the roofing because I'm really concerned about the roofing being messed up because it took me a minute to figure that out. So let's just push this back. That's 93 tiles. Ooh, okay, moving this back. 98, wow, 98 tiles. Touching 100, just almost getting to 100. And then we can move this roofing out. And ta-da! Can we move it down just a tad bit? Just a tad bit. It won't align perfectly with, ooh, it doesn't align super perfectly Alright, I did not want to get into roofing today, but I'll delete this just for a hot second and then do these right here. See if we can get them to align perfectly. And I don't want to waste too much time on roofing. If we go up like that, will it align enough? Will it align enough? Okay, can I copy this? Have it do the same thing. Go over, bring it down, and bring it in. Shift it in. Is it working? I know I'm doing something weird for it to not work like that. Move this. Look at it from up here. Alright, it just is what it is with that. It's aligned pretty well. That's aligned pretty well. It looks good in the front. How it look in the back, it will stick out some, but that's okay. This house has a weird angle anyway. As long as it technically looks like an A-frame house, I'm happy. So let's copy that in the front and in the back. And I do have the roof trim. Oh, will that look weird back here? It clips a little, looks a little funky, but it's doable. It's not dramatic. Alright, let's cancel that. And there we go. Alright, so finally we can start working on the inside. So we have 98 of our 100 tiles used. We have to make sure that we do really well with this space. I'm going to move these stairs over up against that wall, and that gives us a little bit more room downstairs. We can move this out some, perhaps. That's really close though. But this is a tiny home. They want to live small, so it's okay if things are a little cramped. I just want them to look like they make sense and it's not super duper tight. I know what, we might not even be able to have them open the door if that wall extends that close to the stairs. So for this, we're gonna leave it alone. Have a door here. This will lead to a bathroom right here. Wham bam, done. Let me save, because I don't think I've done that for a minute. Alright, so everything is saved. Now let's do the blueprint, well not the blueprint, the layout for the first floor. So you're going to walk in. Let's have a wall here hiding the stairway. This can be kitchen dining area. Just put a little half wall there so I can mark my space. Kitchen dining area. This can be a little something right here, maybe an office setup. And then right here we'll have the TV, Murphy bed situation, sleeping area. Or should their bed and everything be here in this section, TV right here, this is the kitchen and dining area. Because I'd hate for you to walk in and you're right by somebody's bed. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's delete this. Let's delete. Delete. Oops. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah, let's delete that. And have this area be the little sleeping area. And I have those lines there just as a marker, as a guide for me to remember how this is supposed to look. Just as a little bit of help for me to remember the layout. Alright, so let's start working on our kitchen. I want this home to have the subway tiles. Where are they? Was it called Gristle something? I never remember the name of them offhand, but I know that I love them. Or we could use this ornate brick. What fits this house better? Let's do half on this wall and then do the subway tile and see which one fits the vibe of this place a lot better. Because I like the Gristle glue, but I think this will work too. Let's see, where is it? Is it tile? Yep, it's in a tile. Okay, so which one looks a little better? Oops, this roofing. This camera in build mode is going to bug the heck out of me. There we go. Alright, so which one looks a little better? I think I'm going to go with this one on the right, the ornate brick, because this home is about living small and sustainable, and the subway tile looks a little fancy, and I feel like the Sims that live here wouldn't want something that fancy. I think they'll be happy with this ornate brick. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think they'll be happy with this. And how much is this a lot worth? We're at, oh, okay, we are resting right under 20,000 simoleons. I was afraid that this place was going to be valued at about like 75,000 simoleons. But it works story-wise. It works. They worked for a minute, saved up a good amount of money, so their belongings to move here. So I don't want it to be overpriced. I want it to be a believable price. Now let's add our counters. Which one should we use? I really like these. The Parenthood counters are my favorite. I always use them in like pretty much every build, and it's really bad. I should venture out some, but I love them. They're just so nice. Walls down so I'm not bouncing all over the place. So we got those counters. We need a stove. We can use the stove from, should we use it in black or white? Now I have to make sure that we brighten up the interior a bit. I feel like the outside of the house is pretty dark. We have all this black roofing. We do have a splash of white, but it's black and white. It's pretty, what's the word? Can't think of the word, but yeah, we need to spruce it up a bit, add a little bit of color. So maybe I won't use this in black, and let me add some light so I can see what I'm doing. Light. There we go. Maybe we should add a little bit of color with the counters. Little something something, spruce it up a bit. Oh, green. I don't really use that shade for those counters. So to do something a little different, let's just go ahead and use this shade of green. I like the green stove. Does that work? Alright, oh, and we definitely need flooring. We can brighten up this place with some flooring. I don't want them to have a cement floor. Will we use hardwood floors? Let's use something that looks somewhat sustainable. Alright, this flooring looks like it works. Let's change the angle. Yeah, this flooring looks like it works. Or maybe we can use something else just to see our options. No, not a fan of that. Something else? The flooring in that came with cats and dogs is pretty nice. We have something that's a little solid without the design. That can work. Maybe a tad bit darker. I'm so picky. No, that's too dark. Okay. I like this for now. No, I'll stick with this. I can see this. Now for counter colors, I don't want them to be dull. So should I use this blue? Should I use the blue? I kind of like the stove in green though. What counters? Well, I'm just stuck on the Parenthood counters. I could totally use counters that aren't from Parenthood to pair well with the stove. What other counters do I not use so much? Like these. But do we have cabinets that go with them? Let's see. Do we have cabinets? Yeah, we do. That's nice. Okay. Or does it work in white? Can we have white and then it bounces off of that? Or change the color of this wall to a darker shade? No, that's too dark. How does that work? No, that's too dark. I'm in love with this green stove. I don't want to give it up. So I'm gonna have to change up the counters so I don't have to sacrifice my stove. Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat. Ooh, there we go. So I don't want to sacrifice my green stove. So we'll use these oh, well actually that works. Oh, I'm so indecisive. This is embarrassing. Alright. Pick a counter. Let's pick a counter. Does this work for what we want? No. Does this work for what we want? Kind of. How about anything from here? Does this work with what we want? No. This kind of works with what we want. So ooh. Oops. What did I do? What's the difference between this one and this one? We have this selection down at the bottom, and then we have this selection up here. What is the difference between those two? It's two different color selections. Oh, I guess the bottom is a different color. Yeah, it's that the bottom is a different color. Or what in the world? We have this selection, that selection, and the oh, okay, I see the difference. We'll stick with these. Alright, yeah, we'll stick with those. And should we I know some of you are just yelling at me right now like just stick with the freaking counter, will you? I can't help it. I can't. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. Stick with this. Because I wasted too much time looking at counters and I really want to finish the interior of this place. So we've got our counters. I'm gonna stick with these, go with my trusty Parenthood ones. Yeah, go with that. We're gonna need an end counter as well. Put that there. Have that right there. And then put an end on this end, like that. We're going to need a refrigerator. Now, if this house was not 2 stories and it was a little bit smaller, I would use the mini fridge. But since this house is quite large, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use... Oh, I like that fridge. No. I'm going to use a full-size fridge. Do we have one that matches the stove? See, now here's something about The Sims that bothers me. We have this really nice green stove, but finding a fridge that goes with it, like color-wise, is not going to work. That's the counter. What am I looking at? Oh, come on now. This... Oh... Really? Why does it have to be so hard for it to match? I love my green stove. I went through all that. Now, why can't the stove have a shade of green that matches the fridge? Why not? Okay, maybe if we use... No, that doesn't go. Maybe this is why I'm so indecisive because we have limited options and things don't match perfectly, so I feel like I just have to swap and switch and look through everything until it works perfectly. Alright, so fridge wise, I might just have to choose a totally different stove. What color is this? We have it in some funky colors. We got it in blue, we got it in this yellow, but nothing beats my green stove. Do we have green? No, that's the wrong. What pack is this from? This is from Jungle Adventure. This is a Jungle Adventure fridge. Does it match in a darker green? No. Why? Why can't it go the way I want? Ugh. Oh my gosh. I'm not happy right now. I really am not happy. I'm not happy at all. This is a nice stove. Ooh, okay. We can use... We'll just use this. I've been using this stove. How much? This is a 13,000. That's a 13,000 simoleon stove. Oops, tiny residential. And I know our lot is worth more than 20,000 simoleons now with that stove. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to overthink it like I've been doing for like the past 20 minutes. We're going to have the fridge match the counters as close as possible. It doesn't even like match. The wood part, I feel like the wood part should be maybe a darker gray and the fridge itself could be green. I know there's some awesome custom content out there that has the colors that I'm looking for. I know there has to be some awesome custom content out there that has that. It really, really bothers me when like the colors don't match the way I feel that they should. Okay, so we got that fridge. Just gonna go ahead and play it safe and just use this gray and blue. Ugh. You don't know how frustrated I am. Can I change? Alright, you know what? We're gonna change it to this. And have the stove be this color. Yeah, because it brightens it up. And if I can't get the dark color that I want, I might as well just brighten it up and use what I use most of the time. And call it a day. So we've got stove, fridge. We're going to need a sink. We're going to have an eating area right here. So we need a sink. Let's get one. I always use that one. We have our sink. We're going to need some cabinets. Oops. I hate how bouncy this is with half walls, but I need the walls up so I can see. Take a moment to move. Oh, actually, I really like this. This is perfect. I'll just have this there as a placeholder in case I want to use it again or use it at all. I really like this. I like having this by the sink. I always like to shrink it down a little. Then we can have our microwave under here. This can be open for preparing meals because you need counter space. That's one of the hardest things that I've come into that I've experienced with tiny builds is that I'll have a really cute kitchen, but then the kind of counter space will be non-existent. And I know it's a tiny home, but I feel like you need to have at least 2 slots of counter space open for preparing meals. Because if you have a little party, you need to have a spot to prepare your meals, and then you need to have a spot for to place a meal that's already cooked, like to serve and then to cook. You need 2 separate places for that. We need a microwave. This one will do. Let me align this a little better. Just over a tad bit, like that. That works. And then we can put our little bread box, Pax, Parenthood. My goal was to have this house finished during this stream. I'm gonna try. It doesn't look like I am going to be able to. I've been streaming for almost an hour. I have an hour and a half today. But I'm gonna do my best. Will they have a dishwasher? Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a bread box. That's what I meant. Parenthood. Show all. Where is the little bread box? Oh, instead of having this sink sit there, where can I throw this real quick? Actually, delete that because I'm not going to use it. Can we? I always forget that there's a sink that came with these counters. As much as I use them, I always forget that there's a sink that came with them. So that saves us a bit of simoleons. I need the bread box though. Where is the bread box? Oh, a fireplace would be nice. Okay, you're getting distracted. Where's the bread box? There it is. Throw a little bit of color on that. And get real close. Tilt it so I can raise it up some. I can't remember where I saw this, but I remember seeing somebody place a bread box over the microwave, and I just fell in love with it. So now whenever I can, I try to add that little detail in for my kitchens. Having a little bread box on top of the microwave. Does that work? That's good enough for me. And there we go. And save because we've made a few changes. Perfect. Alrighty. So we've got our kitchen set up. Somewhat. We need to add some more cabinets. We need, I can get rid of the Parenthood thingy. The Parenthood filter. Let's do the tiny living filter. And add, there's a cute picture of hot cocoa. Where is it? Where is it? There's a cute little picture of hot cocoa that we must use. There it is. I'm gonna shrink that down. Add that over the sink. Or find some place for it. It needs to be there. It needs to be there. For our rug, use this rug for our kitchen. I want to use the table. And half walls now. And the chairs. We'll have 2 chairs for now because they don't have any kids yet, but as time goes on we will add more things to this space. Change the color. Oh, I want to focus on adding pops of color throughout this place. So how can we do that? What's a good color? I like this cream. It's a little bland, but it matches, but it's not super dark, and it can play off of other things that we add to this house. Oh, we need a trash can. Let me add these bits and pieces that I want to make sure I don't forget. Add that. Set some of these things outside actually. Oh, and this needs to be painted. There we go. Oops. Alright, so we got a seating area. We need a trash can. I want to use this one because it gives you money every time you throw something away. Oh, there's no other color for it? Ah. Alright, I guess we can stick with that. It doesn't look very good though. You know what? It's 1,200 simoleons. We're not doing that. We'll do this one. Or how much is that one? Which one looks better? I like that one. A little different. I always use the generic plastic wastebasket. Let's do the Sim Sciences trash can of 3,000. Any other colors? And white. Alright, we got our trash can. Hopefully our Sims can reach it. There we go. And walls halfway. We got our rug angled perfectly. Our seating angled perfectly. Alright, what else does our kitchen need? Oh, let's move this fridge over some. And have the trash can at an angle so you can actually reach it. Alrighty, we need some cabinets. Let's add some cabinets. What color? Oh, could we have a green cabinet to play off of the little bread box? Is that a fun little detail, or would that be too much? It's a fun way to add color. I think it's a fun way to add color. Let's do the layout first. I might change my mind. We've got that. Or maybe this should have been green originally. Have one right here. Make sure it's aligned perfectly. And I think it is. Awesome sauce. Alright, I like the idea of having the green cabinets. So let's change this to that color. And then we'll have regular cabinets on the rest of the wall. Half right here. Well, no. Corner right here. And then... will that work? I'll shrink them down some. It's not like you actually use them in game. They're just nice decor pieces. Can I get closer? Oh, these bouncing walls! Driving me nuts! Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's try it again. Alright, there we go. Move it in. Move that down. Move that right there. Copy it. Stick another one in there. Will it blend? Not very well. It won't blend very well. Just copy another one, make it smaller. And will it blend right there? Come on now, stop bouncing. Like that. As close as possible. Alright, we got our counters. This is too huge. Let's shrink that down. Alright, and then the same thing here. Shrink this down. Actually, no. We can just place a light there and then do regular counters in this space. Shrink it down and make sure that everything aligns. There we go. Is everything on the same? Is everything the same height? Okay, we'll work. Oops, goodness. We're working with that line, and let's shrink that down to right there. And then this can go right there. Awesome sauce. I think we did it. I'm loving our little kitchen. Let me save. I'm loving our little kitchen. I like it. I like the little pops of color with the green cabinets. I think it works. We're going to need some overhead lighting. So let's add this light. And sometimes if you want it a little brighter, I always just double the lights because you don't really see them anyway. So we've got our light over there. We've got our sink, our microwave, our stove, our refrigerator, our trash can, dishwasher. Don't see room for it. This family's going to wash dishes by hand. We can add bits and pieces of decor now. So let's go to see all. Can add these plants, maybe right here. Keep that right there. Oh, and let me add this brick to that wall. And some plants. I love the little plants that came with Tiny Living. Although we could use these as well. I want to use as many Tiny Living objects as I can. Oh no, those plants are attached to a bookshelf. So that won't work. We won't be able to use those Tiny Living plants for this table. Let's add that one and shrink it down. Perfect. Alright, so we got some plants there. What else does a kitchen need? It needs a fire system. I feel like a house that looks like this would have this type of fire alarm situation. So let's just raise that up to right there, and then we can have our plants right here. Oh, and we're gonna need a thermostat. Tuck that away. But I want a fire extinguisher. I'll shrink it down a little bit and place it under that. There we go. And then we'll put this plant somewhere else. But I like our flow. I like what we have. Awesome. I hate how things are bouncy in here. But it's this mode. Alright, so our kitchen is complete, maybe? No, lighting. I forgot lighting. Let's add lighting to this space. And it has to flow. It can't be super random. So what type of light would look good right here? Maybe... Oh no, that's a bit much. No! That's a bit much. Nah. Like a little tiny... Does this work? Where's that little... Here it is. Here it is. Shrink it down. Will that work? Right here. And then we'll have our... What's this? The steam catcher, the exhaust thingamajiggy. Got that. I love it. I'll copy one of these, make it smaller to hide it. Do it again. And then shrink it down. Alright, we got a little something there. Got our cabinets. This light, just change the color of it. You have any other lights to choose from though? And should this household have a pet? I really want them to have a cat. Like a little cat that wanders through the garden, likes to play outside. I think I'll try to save space for a cat, like some little items for them to have for a pet. I'll try to keep that in mind. But for lighting, is that... Oh, I hate how that bounces. No, I'm being picky, but I want different lighting. Does that work? We'll just have to shrink this down a little bit more. And there we go. Or just hide it up here. So you can't really see it, but there's additional lighting. And done. Alright, so we got our stove, our sink, our refrigerator, our microwave, and yeah, that's everything that needs to go in a kitchen. I would love to add more clutter, but we're going to need these counter spaces for preparing our meals. We can add a calendar. I'm going to need a calendar. No, not that one. Calendar. Oh, that's locked. Oh, I didn't unlock everything. There's more calendars though. There's something else here that looks like a calendar. Where is it? Why is it not called a calendar though? 6 days of pets. It should be called a calendar so that way it's easy to find. And we'll use the one with the cat. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. And shrink this down because I love this little picture and I want it here. So we'll just shrink that down. And we'll have our cat calendar. And what else does this kitchen need? What else does this little tiny space need? Ah, it's bouncing again. What else does this little space need? Actually, let's just go into live mode. And tab. What else does this little kitchen space need? We could use some more clutter. We can't clutter up the kitchen counters, but we can put something above the fridge, some more artwork in that corner next to the calendar. If we're going to have a pet, we need to add some place for them to eat. We can add some more things to the wall perhaps. Okay. Alright, I see what we need to do now. It looks like this house is not going to be finished today, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I wanted to have it done, but streaming live and building is such a good thing for me. I'm learning so much. I'm learning how to not be really indecisive, and you probably can't tell, but I'm slowly learning how to not be indecisive and just do things that I think look good, do things that I think flow or feel good in a space without overthinking it, without thinking, oh well, this color wouldn't go with that, or that looks slightly off to the left. Like it probably doesn't show very well, but I'm learning how to let go when it comes to building and just have fun. So I know I'm probably talking a lot and rambling and twisting and turning the camera, and I'm swapping goodness, I'm swapping things in and out. But I feel like I'm learning something, and it's a good experience for me. And I appreciate those of you who have decided to hang out with me while I talk to myself and do this. Because to be honest, if I didn't have an audience, I would still be doing this at home. Oh, I like this. This looks like an air vent. And I like vents. Let's do that there. Looks like the type of vent that you find in, in your apartment by a window, on the floor. I like that. So let's toss that there. Hopefully your Sims will be able to sit there. Alright, so we need, what did I say we needed? We needed some more artwork. We needed some clutter for the top of the refrigerator. Pot. Know that there's pots and pans. These came with, what was that? The outdoor pack. Can we change the color? Nope, can't change the color of these, but we will raise them on up. Sitting on top of our fridge. Hopefully it's not floating. Then raise these on up to the top of our fridge. Alright, we got our pots and pans up there. Actually I like the ones on the right. There's a box of cereal. Well, it looks like a box of cereal. It's technically not a box of cereal. What pack? It came with the It's a game pack. It came with the Outdoor Retreat. And show all. Show all. Show all. Okay. It looks like a cereal box, but what is it exactly? It's, this is nice to have here. Might be able to use that. What is it? What is it? It's this one. Affordable yet esoteric preserved food. This looks like a cereal box to me. So I'm going to raise it on up and sit it on top of our refrigerator. Maybe shrink it down. Yeah, sit on top of the fridge. Can we change the color? Oh, we can't change the color. Darn it. But that's okay. Oh, we can definitely have a use for this piece of clutter somewhere. Alrighty, so we need to have something for our pets, a spot for them to eat. Let's go to cats and dogs. Get a little pet feeder. Let's see. I love the look of this one. Now, even though our pets don't drink water, I always add 2 bowls because it looks more realistic. It looks more realistic when you see 2 bowls. It's like, you got, it's bouncing again. It's like you gotta have 2 bowls for your pet. Even though there isn't any water or anything in the second one, it looks more realistic, so I always do that. And we're gonna need treats. Oh, I can add a shelf somewhere. Where can I add a shelf? I can add a shelf. I don't want to cut into counter space. So I want to have pet food, like pet food clutter, decorations, miscellaneous. So just show all. Where is the little bags of, we got our treats right here. That will take up counter space though. Or maybe we can put them on top of the fridge. Move the cereal box. And then put our treats on top of the fridge. That work? Yeah, I think that looks good. Can we change the style of it? It has a dog bone on it and they're gonna have a cat, so that bugs me a little bit. Where's the bag of dog food? There's a bag of dog food in decor that came with cats and dogs, and I do not see it. Decorations, miscellaneous. When I want to add a little, I saw somebody, I can't remember where I saw this, but I loved it the moment I spotted it. They shrunk down their towels and placed them in front of a a counter, and it looks so cute. Such a little realistic detail. I'm going to leave that right there so I don't forget. Just have it hanging out right there. But I'm looking for my dog food. It's where is it? Dog food. Are you guys saying it? No, I'm not. Where is the dog food? Okay. Dog food, dog food. Where is that? Well, it came with cats and dogs, so we might as well just show everything and scroll through. Where is it? Could use one of those a little later. Maybe even one of those. Where is it? I see a whole bunch of wall art, curtains, signs, rugs, food bowls. We're gonna need one of these thingamajiggies. I see teddy bears, lights, and vacuums, but where? Oh, here it is. Wolfsker's Nibble Yums. They just should have just called this food so it'd be a lot easier to find. Well, we're gonna use the one with the cat on it and stick it right here on the side next to the trash can. Just turn the trash can over like that. And then angle our treats this way. And then raise them on up. Raise them up, raise them up. So they can sit on top of the counter. Does that work? I think so. I think so. And I really, really, really wish we could have more things on these counters, but we're gonna just make our itty bitty bit of counter space that we do have disappear, so we're gonna have to leave it like that. We can add the knife thingamajiggy. What is it called? The little knife board? That came with Cool Kitchen stuff. Cool Kitchen, Cool Kitchen, Cool Kitchen. Let me find it. Ah, found it. That can go up there. Awesome. Alright, so we've got our kitchen pretty much finished for our house. Let's take a look at the outside real quick. It's coming together. It's coming together. If you're just joining, welcome. This home is a modern A-frame tiny home that consists of exactly 98 tiles. It's a tier 3 home, which means that the house cannot have more than 100 tiles. And I'm surprised that we actually pulled it off. During the first part, we completed the landscaping and the shell of the house. We did all that good stuff, and now today we are focusing on the interior. We have a lovely couple that that will be living here. They are the Franciscos. They are moving here from the hustle and bustle of San Myshuno because they want to live a green, well, not green, but a small and sustainable lifestyle. They want to grow their own fruits and veggies and have a vegan food truck and live that good life, and this is a home that they've saved up for. So trying to finish it because I do want to play with them as a household for a while. So I think we're making a good amount of progress. I'm a little indecisive, so it's taking a moment to build this, but I'm having fun with it. Let me add this. Let me see if I can pull this off first. Excuse me, guys. So I saw somebody, I can't remember who it was or where it was, but they added this cute little detail of having these towels in front of the cabinets. So it looks like you got little hand tiles. Not tiles, towels. I'm all over the place with my words today, but I'm having some trouble placing it. I'm gonna have to move the counter and then add. Oh, hey Jay. I remember you. You were here yesterday. Do you see what I did a little different off camera? I don't know if you can tell, but I did something different. The house looks a little different in some way. I did it off camera because I didn't like how it looked once I ended the stream, but I wonder if you can figure out what it is. Let's see. Can I add these? Can I add? Ugh. How am I gonna add these? I don't think it's... Alright, it's possible. Nothing is impossible. It's gonna have to align a little further out from the bowl if I want to pull it off. Oh, it's gonna snap right to the wall. If I move this, it's gonna snap right to the wall. So I'm not even gonna try that. But it was so cute. They had these little hand tiles in front of a cabinet, and I thought that was such a nice little detail. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull that off. Alright, well, we've got our seating area. I'll move it back a little bit. We have our food and water bowl for the cat that's going to live here. These lines are just there to divide, that's my little guideline, is which part of the house is what. So I'm going to delete these and have their Murphy bed set up. So I'm going to pull this paint over. Had a little Murphy bed set up right there, and I'm actually going to take a sip of water, so give me 1 second. There we go. I needed some water. I needed some water. Alright, so I moved that dividing line because that tells me where everything is. It's like it tells me that this half is a living room area, this half is a kitchen area, this is a office setup. It's just a little way of me figuring out the layout for everything. Alright, so we have our kitchen done. I want to work on the living room area, so I'm going to do everything tiny living and add our Murphy bed setup. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I messed up. I was supposed to put the kitchen on the other side. I said it. Oh my gosh, I had a moment. I was supposed to put the kitchen on this side because I thought it was weird to walk in and be by your bed. And oh my goodness. I totally messed up. I totally messed up. Alright, how can I fix that real quick? Bring all that over here. How can I do that? You know what? It's just gonna have to be the way it is. Because, gosh. I just realized that. Because I just think it's weird to walk in and then there's a bed. Even though this is a little tiny house. Like you walk in, there's a bed. But then I like the window by the kitchen area. Alright, I'm going to give myself let me spot into a text real quick. I'm going to give myself a couple seconds to rearrange this because I wanted the kitchen on the other side. If it doesn't look good, I can just undo everything. So let's just throw that over there. Have this eating section. I'm so mad at myself. Let's see. I did so much work. This can go. Do I really need to do that though? Not really. It's just a personal preference to have your bed not be in the doorway. But I'm not going through all that. I think that would be way too much to rearrange. Oops, what am I doing? To rearrange all that. Because look at, oh goodness, oops, I'm all over the place. That would be too much. I mean, you look at the house, you come in, and there's your bed. I totally messed up. The bed area was supposed to be on the other side. It's going to bug me, but I'm going to leave it alone. I did way too much work to just shift all of this over here. Yeah, I did too much work to do that. So we're gonna we're gonna leave it the way it is. We're just gonna leave it the way it is and call it a day. I can't believe I did that. I'm over here talking to myself like, yeah, this is gonna be the bedroom area. Yeah, let it go. Alright, so let's change this up some. What colors do we have? We have some nice shades. I like this blue. I want the wood to match the chairs though. Does this match the chairs? No, that's slightly... I like that color. And I like the pink with the green counters. And we're gonna need some bookshelves. Ooh, we could have chosen the one that has the shelves, but there's no seating. We can always add the shelves ourselves. Yeah, we can always add them ourselves. Like have one on each side, but it's right by the door. You know what? I'm gonna have to swap it because for the shelving that I want, yeah, for the shelving that I want, ugh, I hate how bouncy this is. Alright, I'm gonna have this all swapped out in 2 minutes. Just you watch. I did a lot setting it up, but I know what I want now, and I'm gonna have this swapped out really quick. Let's throw that up there. Yeah, have that swapped out. Nice. When I need to move this fridge over here, rug over here. Let's just throw all of it over here. Alright, we've got the fridge right there. Now this little dividing line, my little marker, I can get rid of that because I know what I want over there. Hopefully I remember. I want the little office space over there. And we have our... Where's the other portion of the... Doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. Okay. See, come on in. Have nice little counter space. We can throw the the microwave. Which end is this? Where does the snap? That goes on that side. Okay. Move this over just a tad. A gap between the fridge and the stove. Where I live now, there is no gap between the fridge and the stove, and it bugs me. I really wish that there was like a little slice of counter, but there isn't any. It makes me so upset because it's like, who has the fridge? I think of the fridge being super cold and the stove being really hot, and I know it probably doesn't make a difference. Like, it probably doesn't if they set it up that way, but it's like the fridge is really cold and the stove is really hot. Why would you have those two things sitting next to one another? It just blows my mind, but it is what it is. Let's add the counter. Same Parenthood counter. Nice. Over. Make that snap. Does it have to be on a certain side for it to snap? Okay. Copy. Move it over some. Yeah, I don't mind the kitchen being really close to the front door in a tiny house, but a bed next to the front door in a tiny house, it's just... I don't like that. I'm gonna have to move... Let's see. I said 2 minutes, but it's not gonna happen. Have our stove. Have that little sliver right there. Actually have that. Then our sink. I don't want the sink right next to the stove, but it's a tiny house, so I'm gonna have to make it work. And to do that, just put this little sliver right here and then have our fridge move into it just a tiny bit. Does that work like that? I think so. Oops. Oh, am I not able to paint this part of the wall a different color? Because, okay, we are. Oh, if I do that, the outside has to be the same color. Because this is technically roofing. That's fine. That's okay with me. Alright, so we're going to use this space, but I don't want it to be straight, so I'm going to have to get that corner back. And how am I going to rearrange this? I messed up. But that's the fun part. Fixing it, rearranging it, seeing what you come up with. Hey puppy. Hey puppy. If you hear barking, it's just my dog. It's not me. He just woke up from a little nap. And around this time is when the UPS peoples make their deliveries, and he hates that. So you might hear him bark a couple times. Alright, our fridge can go. We can have the microwave there. And our little eating corner can be over here. It's tucked away. It's right by the stairs, but this is a tiny house. Things are going to be tucked away in weird places. Well, not weird, but places you really wouldn't regularly put them. I won't say it's weird, but here, we're going to have bits and pieces in different places. I'm going to put our thermostat right there. Alright, so we got this right there. Nice. Little eating section right here. Now we need to move all these cabinets from this side over to this side. So let's put our little trash can right there. That can go there. And let's try to make it work. It will work. I'm just mad at myself for messing up like that. And let's just drag everything over so I don't have to keep swapping back and forth. But I've never used... Are you okay? Checking on puppy. He was chewing on something. When a dog walks away and gets really quiet and comfortable in a corner, always check in because they're probably chewing on something. What was I saying? Yeah, I've never really used counters and cabinets that weren't the same color, and I like that. I like how it looks, especially because it's a fun little detail that plays off of the color of the bread box here. So let's see. We had this like that. Yeah, we had these two overlapping somehow. It's not super pretty and perfect, but it works. We shrunk this down. Now we can have it aligned right here, or actually we can throw that in the middle. And it's just going to be a little gap there. That's okay. Our microwave can go right there. It's too close to the stove for my liking, but I'm learning to not sweat the small stuff. To let it go. I get so caught up in those little things, so I'm gonna let that go. Put that up there. We had this hiding that. And I'm gonna have to use something a little different this time. Alright, so what else? Oh, these two are both ends. I'm gonna need a proper cabinet for that corner. Proper cabinet. Not cabinet, counter. Alright, so what else? Oh, our bread box. We have to move that back because I love the bread box over the microwave. And that's about perfect. Right? It's not aligned the right. Let's move this far away. And there we go. I think that's good. That's better. Alright. Didn't take me 2 minutes like I said, but this switch is working pretty well. We can throw our calendar right here above the trash can. This little coffee photo that I love. We can Bring this back on over. Maybe just have it above the stove or around the stove right here. And oh, we need to bring our knife set over. What else is over here? I know I'm doing a lot of twisting and turning. Please forgive me. But what else? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, we need our sink. That's what's missing. We need a sink. Sink can go there. Delete that. And we'll add a outer corner. Done. Our knives can go here. And yep, we have our knives there. Anything else? Oh, our corkboard. I love having a corkboard near the kitchen. I like to imagine Sims posting their recipes. Now we have the little whiteboard from Parenthood, so I might use that. But I love the look of the corkboard, and this roof is getting on my nerves. I love the roof of the corkboard. I like the look of the corkboard, but I might end up using the whiteboard that came with Parenthood. Let's copy some more of these cabinets. Shrink it down. And shrink it down one more. Really small. Really, really small. Should I just do this like before? And then this? Have it aligned like that. And put that in right there. Yay, there we go. I think that looks good. Move this over a little bit, just a tad. Alright, what else did we have in our kitchen that I have to bring on over? Oh, we had our pots and pans above the refrigerator. Just bring them back over. Our little treats on top of the fridge. And bring up the walls. Can I use these cabinets over here? They're already the perfect size. Will that work for us? Yeah. Bring these on over. But it would help if I moved that. Bring these on over. Now bring this down. And look at that. We swapped an entire kitchen after I messed up and put it on the wrong side of the house. We can delete that now. Let me save because I would cry if the game were to be stupid after I went through all that. And let me get a quick sip of water. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so let's look at our layouts. This is our outside, looking good. Let's look at the inside layouts. Walk in, there's our kitchen area. We can have our food bowls, our food and water, wink wink water bowls for the little kitty that's going to live here. I am so mad that we don't have water bowls for our pets. But I'm going to pretend like we do and just place 2 food bowls. It looks a lot better. Now for our pile of cat food, where can we put that? Oh, walls are all the way up. That's why it's bouncing like that. Where can we put our cat food? Cat food, cat food. Can we shrink it down? Ooh, if we shrink it down and put it right here, that looks kind of cute. But I really like the look of 2 bowls. I don't know, we'll figure that out. We'll just keep the 2 bowls there for right now. I like to have a mat for for the feeding area, because my dog, he has a little elevated bowl, and he has like a little section, little mat for him, because he's a very sloppy eater. So I always like to add that detail. Let's use a fun color. We can use that color. Shrink it down, add it here. And where are some cute decals? Little decals for the wall. I think that's a cute touch. Shrink it down. Will it align? Will it fit? Will it go? Does that look right there? Let's do the little fish pile. Then raise it up. Is it floating? Oh no. Will it float? Does it float like that? Raise it up. Does it disappear? Oh, it's cute. I think that's cute. Like a little sticker for the cat area. Alright, we've done it. We have that taken care of. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh. What was I getting ready to do? I was getting ready to add something to the counters, but you know what? I'm not going to because we need our counter space. Counter space is very precious. So we'll not even mess with that. We won't even mess with that. Oh, our lighting. We left our light over here. We left our light. Let's bring our light under. Bring that up. There we go. Just so we have some light under there. It's not really visible, but you do have a little bit of light shining over the stove. When you cook, save the things that we've done. Because I'd hate to lose all my progress. Excellent. Alrighty. So you come in, you're right in the kitchen. We have our, I can put this over here. I think it makes more sense for it to be over here. Bring this down some. Bring our not fire hydrant. What is this called? Fire extinguisher. Bring that over here. We can have this tucked away in a corner where it's not super obvious. I'm gonna have it up here. There we go. Have that, our calendar. I want to add some more hanging lights. Lights of various lengths hanging from our window. I have lights hanging like this in my room. I went like this past Christmas. We were shopping for a string of holiday lights, and I bought an extra pack, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to put these up in my room and leave them up all year round. So I have holiday lights hanging up in my room. They're not white like I wanted. I'm more of a fan of the white lights versus the color lights because I feel like they match my bedspread. Like I can change the color of my room and the white lights will always match. But I got the color lights and I have to admit they're actually pretty cute. I think they go with my room. Even though I'm going to change my bedspread and all that, I still feel like those lights are going to match what I threw in here. So we got the kitchen area where I wanted it originally. We have our bedding area, our not futon, our Murphy bed where it should have been. I'm going to just throw this thermostat out here. We'll get to that later. Alright, so what do we need? We need to have, oh, we could have it right here. Get rid of this extra shelf. Actually get rid of both shelves. And just have the bedding right here. As long as both Sims are able to get in the bed, we're good. So let me have Builder Bob test this. This is a part of why I like having a sim ready while I'm building. Let's have him test this out. Go here. Could you stand here, Builder Bob? Walls down. Could you actually stand right there? Okay, so he should be able to get into the bed without any issues. I have the grid on. Let me just move it over a little smidge. Or just have it like that. So there's no issues with any Sims getting in the bed. Alright, Builder Bob, thank you for your assistance. You can go back outside now. And back into build mode we go. What else does our house need now? We need another rug. I'm gonna pile on some rugs. I like this color. It matches the seating, the cushion on the seating. But I don't want it to be situated perfectly, so we'll have it slanted just a touch. Just a touch. I might even change the rug because I hate it when you have too many of the same rug in one house, like one space, so I might change it. What else could I use? Let's throw this rug out there. Might use that. Ooh, laundry day. The style of rugs in laundry day will definitely fit this place. Just toss those out here somewhere. Alright. So we need our spot for... What do we need? What do we need? We need our TV setup. So let's do that. Let's do our TV setup. Oops. Should it be catty cornered? I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I think a catty corner TV setup might be nice. I want to use one of the all-in-one setups, so let's do that. Show all. Oh, we're gonna need a dresser too. I'm just remembering all the things we're gonna need to add. We're gonna need this because I love this. We're gonna need a mirror eventually. Toss that out there. Let me just throw everything out there that I know I'm gonna need. We're gonna need a toilet, definitely. We're going to need, where's the sink? Might use that sink a little later. We're going to need additional seating. It won't be, oh, we need to make sure that the seating does not clip the bed. Toss that extra chair out there. Alright. Okay, so let's do our catty cornered television setup right here. And change it to match the bedding. This is the wood on the Murphy bed. I think that's close, right? That's the same thing. Yeah, that's as close as it's gonna get. That's close. And what else, what else, what else? So this whole setup is 3-in-1. It's our radio, it's our TV, it's our bookshelf. So we don't need to worry about anything else for TV, bookshelf. I do want to add, see, okay, this bed, technically it's a space saver because you can lift it up and it's a seat, but this space right here is still off limits. So we can't really throw a coffee table right there. How do we make that space work? You can't really. It's just not much you can do about it. Unless you throw it right here. In this section right beyond this line. Alright, coffee table. Can we pull it off without everything looking like it's just randomly placed? Let's change the color of it. What else do we have? Well, we have these poofs. These poofs are only tables, but they should be chairs too. At least I feel like they should be, because these poofs are only for your Sims to place things on, but with this being a tiny living space saving pack, it would have been a fun little bonus if you could sit on these as well as have them as a table. So Builder Bob, come here, my love. Let's have you, let me save because I would so hate if he died doing this. Let's have you bring the bed down. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna have him try it again. If I cheat his need, like just cheat need, make happy, does that go away? It's still there. I don't want him to try again and die. But it looks like if the bet were to come down, he could still use this area and it won't look awkward. We can maybe add a slightly larger table or add a poof to fill in the space a little bit more. I think that could work. We'll figure that out. Builder Bob, let's just speed through this so your moodlet goes away. Yay, Spice Festival. How long till that moodlet goes away? 3 minutes? Let's just speed through this. No, we're not going to the festival with you. It still says 3 hours. Oh my goodness, how long? No, we're not going anywhere with you. 2 hours. Speed through. 2 hours. Reason why I'm speeding through is because I'm afraid if I have him take it down while he's feeling uncomfortable, he'll die. Like if it whacks him again while he's feeling uncomfortable, I'm just afraid he'll die, and I don't want that to happen. And it's gone. It should be gone by now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it goes away. Gone. Go away. Alright. Bring the bed down. Bring it down. Oh no. Please don't die. Oh my gosh. Is he about to die? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I purposely, oh my goodness. I just had a sim die during a building live stream. Okay, well, the good thing is I saved. This is ridiculous. I really hope that, I'm just gonna go to the main menu. Oh yeah, I already saved. I'm just gonna go to the main menu and start over. They need to do something about that. They really, really do, because your Sims are dying way too easy. And I plan on doing a little Let's Play with this house, and if my Sims die like that, man, I will be very angry. It will be the shortest Let's Play ever. That is crazy. I'm glad I saved, because if I did all that and then he died, no. Alright, dude. Can we have you? Now that's a small home. Gain increased duration of happy inspired. Okay. Can we have you just try to take it down one more time? Thank you. Awesome. Alright, so this is good. Bob, go out here. Now, I'm going to save with the bed down. I'm going to build with the bed down and see what kind of table I can place that will fill in the space a little bit more without it looking too off. Actually, I can just copy this, right? And then put it together like that. Like move it and make it look like one big cube, but it's actually a whole, like 4 cubes together. Alright, and then we can angle this chair. Angle this chair. So that way your sim can still sit here. It's facing the TV and it doesn't look weird. And oh, we can put this up there. Put that at an angle. Alright. Alright. I'm just so over here, like I'm in my head about Bob just dying like that. That is crazy. Sims should not be able to die that easily while they're lifting the bed. Like I get, like it's a death. It's a new death. New death, that's awesome. But still, like, no. It should not be that easy. It should not. It should not be that easy. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Wait, did I? Sims 3 camera. Okay. Let's try this again. At an angle. That's cool like that. Alright, I like that chair. Then we get different chairs too. Does this stick out a little bit much? I like this chair. Oh, it will help when we add an additional rug. Should I use this cluster? Shrink it down. This cluster of rugs. I think so. But do we have a color combo that looks nice? Not too dark, not too busy, not too bright. I think that works. Does that work? Oops. And Sims 4 camera, please. Yeah, I think that works. Move it over some. Alright, so when your Sims bed is up, they have a seating area. Then you have this additional chair right here, maybe for a guest. When the bed is up, the chair, I'm guessing, is gonna come out to right here. I wanted this extra space, like this extra seating space for a guest, and I didn't want it to look weird and out of place. That's why I had Bob risk his life to bring the bed down. I want to see him put it back up. So let's go and have him do that. Put bed up. Alright. Bob, how does it look? Does it look weird? How does this look? How does it look? Does it look a little weird? No, not really. You have this random chair here, but it looks, it has a purpose. Okay. And to fill in this little bit of open area, I think I'll just add maybe the cat scratcher right here, and we'll do some artwork, and yeah. Alright, so it's coming together. Thank you, Bob, for your sacrifice. Go here, get out the house, go back in build mode. And how much is this house worth? I didn't even pay attention to that. Well, I have 33,000 simoleons. Okay. And it's not going to be cheap, but I don't want it to be crazy expensive. So what can we have here? We already have a bookshelf. Oops, I'm hitting L. We already have a bookshelf. That snaps, but we already have a bookshelf technically with this whole setup here. But it does look nice having an actual bookshelf on the side of the wall. Well, let's delete these rugs. Don't need these rugs. We already have the rugs. Oh, we need to add our dresser. Where's the tall dresser? The smaller one. Oops. A smaller one. Well, that can fit as long as our sim. Oh, I shouldn't have had him lift up the bed. As long as our sim is able to climb into bed without this being in their way, they should be fine. Change the color of this. And yeah. Does that look good? Or does the skinny one look better? Go into tiny living. And oh, we could add an end table or something. Oh, let's put this light over the kitchen area, because that was the purpose of these little saucer lights anyway. They're meant to light the kitchen, and I want to use these lights for the living area. And we can add maybe an extra poof right there. No, that'd be a little much. Add that end table right there. But where will our dresser go? Need to sneak it in here somehow. It would be cool if this Murphy bed was a dresser where you could imagine that it had like storage underneath. If the bed was like a bed dresser combo, since we have the TV radio bookshelf combo. Let me cough real quick. Alrighty. I had to cough and get some water. But let me add, what was I talking about? Oh, this thingamajiggy. We gotta figure out where the shelf is going to go. I like the look of that table in the corner, but I know we need to have a spot for a dresser. So let's put the dresser right there, because our Sims are gonna need it. Oh, we can have a mirror right here, like a full-length mirror. And then we can add some more lights hanging off of it. Let's go by room. Let's go by bedroom. We need a mirror. And I don't really use these mirrors very often, but I think having a mirror there will look nice. So let's add 1, 2, and can we add lights to the mirror? Please. Because this is a bedroom. We're gonna have kids, but they're, well, a kid, because I don't know how much space we're gonna have for, how much space will be left after the first kid. But this will be the baby's area, kids area, bathroom. But down here is mom and dad's space, and they're gonna need it. So this is their bedroom, their dressing room. Like, this is where they get dressed. This is their bedrooms. They're going to need like a mirror and a dresser and all that. So I need to make sure that all that is in this space. I love the full-length mirror because when you get dressed, you need to know what you look like. Hopefully we can add, oh, will they hang? Oh, I was hoping the lights will hang in front of the mirror. That's okay. How about this long light? This longer one. Can we do that? Just have it hanging from the ceiling in various sizes. That's pretty. That's nice to look at. Yeah. Alright. So we've got this set up. We have our dresser. We can add that up there. No, it looks better down here. Alright. What do we need to add in this space now? We need something on top of that. Let's go to rooms, indoor plants, throw a plant up there. Now I keep thinking we need to place a radio, like the Lindsay speaker. The Lindsay speaker would be really nice to have because you can talk to it and interact with it, but we already have a radio in here, and finding a spot for the Lindsay speaker is just taking up precious space, so we won't do that. For the cat scratcher, can we toss that like right here? Will that be doing too much? No, I want the tall one. That will look a lot better. Cats and dogs. Kitchen. Yeah, that looks a lot better. It matches the vibe, the feel of the house. Now, Builder Bob, I'm going to have you test this area and see if you can get over there without the cat scratcher being in your way. Alright, so he can interact with it. Can you change outfit just for the heck of it? Change into your swimwear. Hey, nice. Let's put your dirty laundry in your inventory. Good. We have a functional space to brighten up. Oh, this needs to be white. That's brick. Oh, it would be nice to have brick on the side though. It would be nice to have brick. If I change this, just changing that to solid white, take away from something on the inside of the house. Let's see. Go down. No, I don't think so. Yeah, let's change that brick to brick. I think brick looks better. And plus it matches the inside of the house, and you don't really look at it anyway. But I think changing the other side to the paint affects the inside, right? Does it? Yeah, it does. But we could always add a little dividing space. So I'll leave that white. I'll use one of these little thingamabobbers and place it here. Oops, let's change the color, make it match. I'll just use it as a placeholder. We can always, I don't know if I change, you know what? We're just gonna have to have the outside be brick because it makes it a lot easier. Alright, it's a lot of brick going on, but it's just gonna make this whole setup thing a lot easier. And we can still add a divider. We can throw that in this corner. And in this corner. And in this corner. Is that too much? I think that might be a little too much. Yeah. Oops. We'll have those there like that. There we go. Alright, so the living room is functional. We just need to add some artwork. So this little coffee painting, I'm going to drag it over, copy it, and then use some of the different swatches. I love the plants. I've used them in almost every, well, pretty much every tiny living build I've done since this pack was released. So I'm going to do it again because it doesn't fail. Like, it's perfect. Oops, not a cupcake, a plant. Where is the other plant? Cupcake plant. Where is the other plant? There should be 4 plants. Is it 4 or is it 3? Turns out it's 3 plants. I thought it was 4. Oh well. Shrink them down. And place 2 right here. And over here, place this one. Oh, bouncing around. Oh, and save, because we've done a lot. Alright, I like what we have. Been building for 2 hours. I was going to stop around 5:30 my time. It's 6 o'clock in the evening where I am now. I'm going to try to push through a little bit longer because I really want to finish this house so we can play, like live in it, and yeah, I want it to be done. Oh, can we add another chair in here? Don't need this bookshelf. Can we throw seating? No, because that's going to interfere with the bed. Oh, what did I do? I didn't mean to delete that one. That's going to interfere with the bed if we do that. Alright. Okay. So, what's outside that's sitting on the ground? Oh, I'm going all the way over. We have a thermostat that's sitting on the ground. Do we need to add it to our house? Yep, we do. Didn't officially place it. We can place it by the stairs. Place the thermostat by the stairs. Oh, we didn't fill in this area with paint. Alright. And that takes away the need for this thingamabobber. And that one. Alrighty. So what do we need to work on now? I really wish this table could go there, but if we put it there, we won't have a place for the dressers, so... Or we could just place the dresser... No, that will look weird. This table, want to use for it, don't have one for it at the moment, but we're gonna delete it because actually I have two out. Alright. Let's see. We got our seating area. That's going to need a rug. We're going to need light over here as well. I want to use different lighting. Maybe use the saucer light. Can we use the saucer light? Or should we copy this? I'll put this over there. Yep, have that hanging light over there. Okie dokie. And the cat food pile can go right there. We're going to need a litter box. That's definitely going to have to go upstairs. Now let's spruce up our eating area. Our Sims need to be able to use this space. So if I put it right here, Builder Bob, can you sit in this chair for me, please? Can you? Thank you. Can you sit in this chair as well? Oh, awesome. He can sit in both spaces. Alright, so that works for me. Come on out. Come on out. Thank you. And now we can add some clutter, some things over here. We have our whiteboard. Oh, I wanted to add an office space. If we do that, I don't know if we'll have enough space to do that. I really want to have an office space. Like, we could have this over here be a counter, place a couple chairs there, and then throw... No. That won't work. Okay, so to make an office space, we'll just throw a laptop on that table. Right there. That'll be the office space slash dining area. And I feel like this wall is empty. It needs something. So what can we put here? Let's go to decorations, wall decorations, some nice artwork. Well, that looks like something a busy household would have, but it's kind of kiddie-ish. Is there a slightly less? Nah, there's no slightly less childish version of it. Oh, we could throw this somewhere. A coat rack, shoe rack type situation. Oh, we definitely need this for our gardening area. I'll throw that right there. This board looks nice. Just always throw in the whiteboard. I love the corkboard look, but I love the functionality of the whiteboard. Which one should I use? I'll use the whiteboard. And thermostat, you need to be placed somewhere, but you're in my way. I'll just throw you back outside. Alright, so I'll have this little jacket spot, little coat rack, shoe rack. I'm gonna add the shoe rack under here. Oh, you know what? There is another clothing rack. If I add that, oh, we need an umbrella stand. I'm seeing so many little things that I want to add. If I add this one, would that look too weird? Because we have this area over here with their clothes and stuff. So if I add that over here, is that weird? Huh. I don't know. I'll leave it there. Yeah, I'll leave it there. And shoe rack, I wish we had a different one. 'Cause I don't like the way that looks. Oh, we could do this too. I see so many little things that I want to use. Sorry about that. Need a sip of water. How long have I been going? I've been going for like 2.5 hours. I wanted to get all this done. I'm gonna save and work on this corner and then call it apart because, to be honest, I'm very hungry. And we can try to pick up tomorrow. Hopefully this weekend we'll be able to finish and then go on to the Black Widow challenge. But I want to finish this little corner, so let's put this right here, like the whiteboard. We'll have that. We can always change the color of it, actually. There we go. As cute as this is, oh yeah, there is a space for it. Just make, ooh, that not that big. Move it right there. Our hanging plants, we'll find some space for them. Whiteboard. What do I do right there? That's fine. Okay, that's good. I think this is good. To brighten this up, we could always just change the color. That makes it a little dark. I like that color. Is that too dark? This color... Nope, undo that. Alright. That's just gonna have to stay like that. I think I'm just gonna throw a rug here. Move this over. Have this... This is so huge though. That's very huge. I'm gonna throw this to the side and then find a spot for it, but I love having this here. And then our umbrella stand, it's usually by the door, so we can just bring that next to the trash can. Turn it around. Alright, so I'm just going to throw a rug and call it a day. And leave it at that, because I think we made progress. But I don't know what to add, and I think if I take a break from it, I'll figure it out. So throw one of these, make it smaller, change the color, rotate it, make it a little smaller. There we go. And over here, I want to do some more things. I have to figure out what to do with this space. Not quite sure. It's such a blank wall. Alrighty. Well, maybe that can be, oh, a jungle gym, like a cat thingamajiggy. Alright, I'm figuring it out. Cat jungle gym. Oh, that's so huge, though. These things are not small. This one can work right there. Can I, if I shrink it down, it's not the same because they'll be floating in the air. Alrighty, do this. No, that's too big. I don't know what to put there. I don't know what to put there. I don't know what to put there. I don't know, it's such a blank, you know what? I'm gonna let that part go. I think if I stop obsessing over it, it'll look a lot better, or it'll come to me, so I'll put that thermostat there. I grabbed these towels because I think these will look really good in a kitchen. Do I have space for them is the question. And oh, could they lay in front of a, oh, that looks really nice, like it's a, no, that looks a little off. Alright, we just won't use those. For this space we can add some plants or something. I don't know. That space is bothering me, but I will figure it out. I need to go out here and delete the things I know I'm not going to use. Like this table. We could add some artwork. Oh, Laundry Day. Laundry Day has artwork. Where's the wall art? Oh, broom. We can throw a broom. We can have, what else? What else? Does that go there? No. Right, we can throw a broom. And the whiteboard. That looks nice. Where's the wall stuff? Let's show all of it. Oh, we do need a hamper. So we can put that right here. That solves that. Now wall stuff wise. Oh, we need this. We can throw that right there as well. Throw that in front of the, okay, we're filling it in. We just need wall stuff. Let's go and see. Wall decorations. Wall decorations. There's none? There has to be some. There has to be. What pack? Oh, this looks nice. This would fit in here somewhere perfectly. I like the way that looks, and I want to use it. So let's put our hamper right. I like the way that looks. I want to use that for something. Maybe we can throw that outside and use that another time. We'll put our hamper right there and just throw this out here to use for another time. And for this, can we shrink it down? Nah. Alright, that's it for this section. Yeah, that works for this section. And I think I want to switch the rug in this area to this one, because I never use it, and it's a circle. It makes more sense in that space. Alright, then over here on that wall, can have a little something else. I could have sworn we had more. Oh, here it is. Does that go there? Oops. Change the color. Little lighter. Something little light. Or just add a shelf. What could we put there? That's too big. Alright. I'm happy with what's over there for right now. I will add a shelf. And then as they go along and take pictures, they can add like family photos, different things like that. Right? No, that's too big. Yeah, a little shelf. Family photos. We can throw little plants on there. Yeah. Oops. Why isn't it going? I think this is too close. Yep, a little plant. Maybe a candle. Oops. What is it? Where is it, I should say? Okay. Alright, it's coming together. This little candle. There we go. Alright, so our little section over there is finished. We do need to add railing to these stairs. Just notice that. These stairs came from Seasons. We need something similar. Something that'll work. Should our stairs be a different color? No. Does that work? Yeah, I like that color better. Or maybe brown. That makes more sense. Okay, now railing for these stairs and then I'm officially finished. No. 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 Ah, we don't need railing. We don't need railing. Okay. Alright. I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done. Looking at it one more time before I say, am I ready to call it quits? Okay, so we have our first floor done. We have our exterior done. I'm happy with the exterior. Want to clean up landscaping a little bit more. I'll just add a little bit of dirt here, basically. That's all I really want to do. Maybe extend the... I can do that now. It's so tiny. Add a big square. So we have that there. I will place these, well, leave these things out here to finish in the next part. I am going to add our thermostat because it's such a tiny thing. I would end up leaving it outside. So let's add our thermostat. We can situate that right here. We can eventually add family photos add an extra shelf. Add family photos right there. We have our dining, office, eating area. We have our kitchen. We have our parents' bedroom, living room situation. And then we have, yeah, that's everything that's done on the inside. Yeah, that's everything that's on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to save and go into live mode real quick and get some pictures and end off this part because I'm hungry. Let me see. Yeah, I'm hungry. And it's time for me to eat, and I'm losing my voice. I wish I could go on a little bit longer, but I'm having fun with this. I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching me talk to myself and play The Sims and make mistakes and move kitchens to the opposite side of a house. And yeah, I really appreciate it. It just makes me super happy. So before I go, like I always say on my YouTube channel, before I go, I want each and every one of you to know that I love and appreciate each and every one of you. You all are amazing. You have the key to my heart. You make my day. I cannot wait to finish this house and eventually play in it. I want to finish it this weekend, but I want to do the Black Widow challenge that some of you voted for on Twitter. I think it's best to finish this first. Alright, finish this first, then we'll do the challenge. Hopefully we can have it done pretty soon so we can finish this, move to the challenge, and then come back to this with the household that will live here because I think that makes more sense. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you all. You all are amazing. And I cannot wait to talk to myself and have Sims die while I'm building in the next part and hang out with you guys. So thank you so much. Once again, I love you all, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye, guys.